8 of the best up-and-coming young NHL stars. Subscribe to the channel and comment down below saying I subscribe to enter this month's shoutout giveaway. Number 8, Leon Draisaitl, Oilers.
Chase on, back to Draisaitl, snaps a shot, he scores!
The towering German-born forward potted 50 goals to become the first Oiler to reach that mark in 32 years. Plus, he finished 4th in the league, scoring 105 points and registered an NHL best 21.6% shooting percentage. Playing with McDavid certainly helped, but it's doubtful the Oilers improved from dead last on the power play in 2018 to 9th without Draisaitl making the most of his opportunities near the net. His ability to contribute the low slot makes him an ideal fit on McDavid's flank, but at a minimum, he'll need to come close to duplicating his production in order to avoid being labeled a one-year wonder. Number 7, David Pastrnak, Bruins.
But now it's Bergeron whipping it across and Kruger around in front, Pastrnak, he scores!
It certainly doesn't hurt playing alongside a perennial Hart Trophy candidate like Brad Marchand and a defensive stalwart. Like Patrice Bergeron, but Pastrnak already has carved out his own reputation as one of the game's deadliest scoring threats. He's hit the 70-point mark in 3 straight campaigns before 23, including a career-best 38 goals and 81 points in only 66 games a season ago. His production on the power play is a significant part of his game, but Pastrnak was also deadly at 5-on-5, placing second among players on his list in goals 60, 1.27, and 4th in shots, while his .95 shots attempts at the rush 60 topped them all. Lastly, with an annual cap hit of $6.67 million, Pastrnak remains one of the game's best values. Number 6, Brayden Point, Lightning.
The rebound is loose! Score! It's in! It's Brayden Point!
Much like Marner, Point after last season was a restricted free agent and big-time scorer who hit the 90 mark on a loaded team. His 41 goals tied him with McKinnon and McDavid, among others, for 6th in the NHL, and his 1.32 primary assists per 60 at 5-on-5 were second only to Marner among players under 25 and 4th in the entire league. Additionally, Point was 3rd among his peers in both assists per 60, 1.75, and his high danger scores. Additionally, Point was 3rd among his peers in both assists per 60, 1.75, and high danger scoring chances per 60, 4.97, and 4th in expected goals per 60, 0.86. The 23-year-old center and the Lightning came to terms on a 3-year deal with an annual cap hit of $6.75 million, which allows the Bolts to continue to ice another elite roster around him. Is he worth a Marner-esque AAV of over $10.8 million? The numbers, both traditional and advanced, say yes, but Florida's income tax situation and Tampa's penchant for post-entry level contact bridge deals before committing long-term help lower Point's eventual AAV to 7 digits rather than 8. Number 5, Mitch Marner, Maple Leafs.
Sends it back in, Matthews shoots, score! Austin Matthews and the Leafs win!
The surging Maple Leafs have one of the league's most thorough analytics department, and there's a good bet Marner's ridiculous advanced numbers at 5-on-5 played a critical role in GM Kyle Dubas agreeing to his prized winger a 6-year, $65 million extension. Although 50 of his 94 points involved center John Taravis, the youngster from Markham, Ontario led his 25 and under peers in points per 60, 2.78, assists per 60, 2.08, and primary assists per 60, 1.78. His 68 assists overall were second only to McDavid. A developing aspect of Marner's games is his two-way play, and he was used extensively on the penalty kill in 2018 to 2019, after playing less than 14 shorthanded minutes, the 2 previous seasons combined. He wasn't his usual stellar self in the first-round playoff loss to Boston, 4 points in 7 games, but Marner otherwise is one of the game's brightest stars, regardless of age. Number 4, Austin Matthews, Maple Leafs.
With Eric Stahl trying to work it back to his own zone, Connor Brown in on the attack, got it for Mitch Marner, scores!
If there is any doubt who the Maple Leafs consider to be their franchise player, look no further than his 5-year, $58 million deal that made this Arizona native the league's highest paid player after McDavid, after only 2 full seasons since going first overall in the 2016 draft. His 73 points in 68 games, 37 goals and 36 assists need to be put in the proper context, as he led his 25 and under peers at 5-on-5 in goals per 60, 1.3 .235 and expected goals per 60 1.06, as well as finished second in both high danger scoring chances per 60 5.06 and shots per 60 10.29. To go a step further, Matthews, unlike teammate Mitch Marner, did not have the benefit of playing with elite talent from the power play, and 50 of his 73 points came at even strength, with Marner and John Tavares figuring only 4 times. The key, of course, is for Matthews to stay healthy. He's missed 34 games combined over the last 2 seasons. Off-season legal issues notwithstanding, Matthews has more than lived up to expectations. Number 3, Alexander Barkov, Panthers.
Barkov on a breakaway, trying to tie it, and it's a 5-5 game!
Much like the 2013 draft counterpart Nathan MacKinnon, Barkov has improved in all facets of the game and has cemented his status as one of the game's must-see stars. He's finished in the top 6 in Selke Trophy voting for best defensive forward in 3 of the last 4 years. However, when looking at these advanced numbers, one must consider how abhorrently bad Florida's goaltending was a season ago. His career-best 96 points not only set a single-season franchise record, but he was the first Panther to place in the top 10 league scoring since Pavel Bure in the 20,000-1. Barkov's impact on the defensive side of things has helped Florida operate one of the league's better penalty-killing units, and he was the only forward among top 30 scorers to play over 2 minutes per game while shorthanded. Number 2, Nathan MacKinnon, Avalanche.
Swipe to Makar, shot, deflected, loose, scores, and it is
A dynamic center who scored a career-best 99 points and led the league with 365 shots. MacKinnon spearheaded Colorado's drive during a wire-to-wire assault on NHL goalies. His 41 goals among the 25 and under crowd were second only to Draisaitl, and line mates Mikko Rantanen and Gabriel Landeskog each posted season 70 points or more. Centering the game's most dangerous line has its perks from a statistical standpoint, as do a whopping 4+ minutes of power play time a game. But MacKinnon is the clear heart and soul leader of the upstart Avalanche, who last season won their first playoff series in the 11 years and came home within a Game 7 win of advancing to the Western Conference Final. He's finished 2nd and 6th in Hart Trophy voting the last 2 seasons, and there's no reason to think that he won't be at or near the top of this list, especially if Colorado meets expectations and challenges for the Cup. Number 1, Connor McDavid, Oilers.
backhand, he scores! Connor McDavid, power play goal.
The best player in the world already has a pair of scoring titles and 3 consecutive first All-Star team selections, all before the age of 23. McDavid has yet to achieve the postseason success of Sidney Crosby enjoyed in his first 4 years in the league, but that's more on the Oilers than it is on their captain. He led his peers in assists with 75, and his rate of 1.23 primary assists per 60 at 5-on-5 was 3rd behind Mitch Marner and Braden Point, although Connor didn't have the luxury of the superior supporting cast they enjoyed. Half of the 50 goals linemate Leon Draisaitl scored were via McDavid primary assists, and part of the explanation can be a lightning-quick stick that created an average of 3.92 takeaways per 60, good for 3rd overall in the NHL. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen. I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.